the trail's getting slick, guys. So what I'm doing is I'm doing everything in my power to keep my feet straight under me. Hi guys, Steve from Patriot Bars here. Today we're trail running in the winter cold, so stay tuned. Footwear. These are my winter boots, but they're big and clunky, and obviously I can't run in them. Today we're going to be on the trail, so what I've got is my ice cleats. I've got lightweight boots that I can run in, and actually these are ice changed, so I can run in snow, I can run on top of ice, provided there's a little bit of snow on that ice. Now when you're doing trail running in the cold, you don't want to wear what you would normally wear out in winter. You want to dress athletically. What I've got on is a little windbreaker, a waffle layer under that, a base layer under that, and then a ninja suit underneath all of this. And this is just soft shell pants, some wool socks, and the ninja suit. My cameraman Charlie here, he's not running, he's going to be standing. So he's got, go ahead Charlie.
I've got two socks here, wool, another one underneath. Got a base layer. These are flannel lined pants. And I've got Carhartt's coldest jacket with base layer wool underneath, a sweatshirt, and this.
So it's very clear, guys, if you're standing and not doing athletic things, you need more clothes. Now, because I don't want to risk tripping, I've got to be very careful about my boot laces. You'll notice that I've got side zips, but they still have laces. So what I do is I tie a square knot and then a knot. Now, normally you'd tie a double knot as well, but look, that square knot isn't going anywhere. So at least I can't trip. See? No way to trip. Before training in the cold, whether you're doing calisthenics, running, or whatever, it is very important to warm up. You might be able to skip warming up in the summer, but typically in the winter you can't. Now, in the past, I hurt myself pretty badly running in the snow, but that didn't stop me. Once I healed up, I tried to figure out a better way to train and a better way to warm myself up. So, jumping jacks.
Come on, we're working, we're moving, we're in the zone, we're grooving.
Also, toe pointers. All the way up, all the way down, toe pointers. I heard Stu Smith say that you should do about 40 of these. Another thing that is useful to do is butt kickers. I am not managing to kick myself in the butt, but I'm trying. This gets my blood moving and gets me warmed up. Also, just basic things like a little bit of runner stretch. Just trying to make sure I'm loose enough. Can I still touch my toes? Can I still touch the ground? Is my lower back warmed up? A few twists from side to side. Believe it or not, you can hurt your lower back running. If you're running up or doing angled running, like up a flight of stairs at an angle, I've done that too. So you gotta warm up everything. Hey guys, I found a little bit of an entrance to the trail that I'm unfamiliar with. This is what I was trying to get to. This is the actual river or creek. You can see a lot of animals that walk through here. I'm not sure what kind of tracks there are. I see animal tracks, got people tracks. Now look, this is hazardous, so I'm being very careful. I haven't been in this area before. Being very careful. Some of this is man-made stuff. I'm down on the creek. I see a little bit of ice melt over there because it was warm yesterday. I'm seeing nice solid ice. I don't know if you can see this, Charlie, but I'm seeing nice solid ice here. So this tells me that it's safe to walk on. Now I know this creek isn't very deep, so even if I was wrong, I wouldn't die, and I have a friend with me here to help me, but I'm telling you, this ice is solid, so I am going to run on it today. This is where it gets really dangerous. You'll see that there's significant melting of the ice there, and complete melting of the ice there. The further I get to that, the more likely I am to fall in. But look, as I bounce up and down on the ice, you can see the water squirting out. You know that this ice is unsafe to run on because this is a shallow area of the stream. I'm going to a thicker area of the stream where I know the ice will hold my weight. See guys, I'm running carefully. This is more of a jog than a sprint. This is the main risk that I wasn't aware of. See, the ice goes up on top of a log. Okay, that's weak ice. It's not on top of a frozen pond, it's on top of a log. Don't make the mistake I did. I'm glad we caught this though. Always be on absolutely solid ice. If you think there's melting, like over there,
Danger,
don't take
danger,
the risk
danger.
that I took. See guys, I'm running under full control here. This is a jog. I don't want to slip. We're not here to sprint. We're here to keep ourselves in shape, but not slip into balls, anything like that. Even though we call this winter trail running, honestly, it's more like winter trail jogging or trotting. You don't go fast, you just get your heart rate up. This is where I was running, but a slight little slip, even with my chains, and look where I'm going. You know, I could fall down there and get hurt pretty easy. When you're off the beaten path, off the trail, I don't recommend you try to run, and here's why. Look, there's a big giant divot here, tripping hazard here. You gotta be super careful. You really don't know what's under the snow. There could be a gopher hole, a rabbit hole, something like that. Going down an incline, even a little one, I gotta be super careful. I don't want to wipe out.
Pain ever! Go! Go!
They were nice enough to put these little blocks here to cross, so step, step, up. Charlie accidentally made the mistake is, this was covered with snow here like that, he couldn't see it, so now he's going, whoop! You know, so if you've got a ruck on, you're carrying a camera, boom, something like that, and perish forbid you carry your kid on your chest or something like that, next thing you know, it's boom, now your kid has special needs. Guys, that's the log that I climbed up on in the last video during the warmer months. I'm not going to bother trying it this time. No sense being daredevil here, especially after I, fell in the lake earlier today. When you're training in the cold, you gotta remember you need to eat more. Thermoregulation comes from food, okay? Nothing else. Calories keep you warm. You have to eat more in the cold than you do in the heat. Now, this type of food, this portable type of food, it's better than an MRE because MREs are loaded with soy, MREs are loaded with other types of processed ingredients. If you have to eat an MRE, great, they taste fine, but we try to avoid them if we can to avoid those nasty ingredients. But if you're stuck eating them, enjoy because I know they taste good. A quick tip on rounding corners, guys. What I find is the worst way to round a corner, if I'm coming this way and I want to go 90 degrees, the worst way to do it, I think, is to try to rookie stop and then skid out like this. What I prefer to do is I try to shoot this way, kind of easily round through here like this. That way there are no abrupt jarring stops that can twist your knee or your ankle. I'll get the outside of the lane, turning as little as possible. This one jogs in this direction, so another apex turn here. Careful, careful, careful. We're up the corner here, hit the outside, try to apex it, follow through. Well, what have we here? This is a man-made structure. It's a nice little teepee. I don't see any signs that anybody has been in there or any animals either, but it's a cool little thing. Sometimes you see this stuff out in the woods. One quick thing that nobody seems to talk about is belts. When I'm running, rucking, or doing anything tactical, I want a BDU belt that's very sturdy, but also that has the Velcro. Why? Because it won't slip on me. Almost every belt on the market will slip unless it's got leather and a post, but this gives me the ability to adjust to wherever I am based on base layers, how much I ate, or whatever. Going up hills is where you can push the hardest. If you run out of a forest and into the field like I just did, be cautious that fields are more likely to have gopher holes. The snow may cover them up. You know, it's just something you gotta always be aware of, that you could break your ankle in a gopher hole. The heck? Guys, look what I found here. Yes, that was me acting, but earlier in the day, I actually did trip over this. This is barbed wire, and it is literally stuck into the frozen ground. I can't pull it out. I don't have wire cutters on me, unfortunately, and it would take a heck of a lot, I would think, to get through there. Probably a Leatherman could do it. I don't know, but you gotta watch out for this crap. This is man-made stuff. This can hurt you. So I'm gonna try to smash it down a little bit so nobody gets hurt, but you gotta watch out. That was a dramatization. I didn't really slip and fall, but I wanted to try to show you what can happen if you're not careful on these steep drop-offs. Very slippery, and look what lies beneath. You know, a tumble down there is not going to be fun for anybody. When you're doing physical activity, running, walking, rucking, anything, you get really hot. You sweat. I'm sweating right now. Now, because I'm able to get in my vehicle and drive away, that's not a problem. However, if I were camping out and the temperature were going to drop, all that sweat would cause me to freeze. So from a tactical or camping perspective, when you're doing outdoor cardio, you got to make sure you're not sweating. How do you do that? You take layers off, you open vents on your kit if your kit has vents. This coat does not have vents. I do have vents on the pants, but again, that's only relevant if you're not just getting in your vehicle and driving away. So something to bear in mind. One other thing I need to point out is the sun's going down. It's starting to get dark here. You shouldn't be in the woods after dark unless you have a lot of experience. You could get disoriented and then not be able to find your way back. So because it's going to get dark pretty soon, we're headed out. Come on up, folks. Well, thanks for joining me today, friends. We had fun out in the woods today, and I learned a little something. Don't ever risk it when you're crossing the ice. Sure, just my ankles got wet, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. This is Steve from Patriot Bar, signing off. Train hard, God bless America, or wherever it is that you happen to live, my friend.